That is not my religion.
Okay. Did you just not say, just moments ago, you have unconditional guarantee and certificate for heaven? Is it conditional or unconditional? The guarantee that you have for heaven, is it conditional or unconditional?
Are you a Christian?
Can you answer that question?
No, I want to come back to this.
I'm a Muslim, I'm not a Christian. So the guarantee that you have, my friend, the guarantee that you have for paradise, is it conditional guarantee or unconditional?
Listen, are you a Christian?
I've answered that already.
You say no. So what would you teach me my theology?
I'm asking you,
listen, if you're not a Christian,
to answer this question.
I will not take any advice from you.
I'm not giving you advice.
You're giving me advice.
No, I'm asking you a question.
You're going to salvation.
You asserted wrongly, perhaps.
If listen, if you're not a Christian.
Are we having a discussion or are you having a monologue? I'm asking you a question. You asserted earlier on, you have unconditional guarantee. Unconditional, no condition, no string attached. So I'm asking you again, giving you the opportunity. If you have unconditional guarantee of heaven, you are saying to us that your guarantee of paradise doesn't need any conditions. It's unconditional.
Jesus.
Is that right?
It's Jesus. That is Jesus. I know.
Is your guarantee conditional
I know because I believe that Jesus is my Lord and He will save me. That's all I know. In terms of you want to...
Did you understand the question?
1 second. I understand you.
What is my question?
Listen.
Now explain my question, please.
No, your question does not apply to me.
Now what is my question?
I'm not going to get any sort of
what
advice
does my question mean?
From a non-Christian.
Now what does my question mean?
Your question is, if salvation is not conditional, right? In the future, if I leave Christian or Jesus, and will I be still saved, although I am not a Christian on deathbed?
And the answer is?
Okay, my answer is, if I'm a Christian, I know I'm not going to die in any other religion.
But suppose you chose to become a
I'm not going to choose. Your question does not apply to me.
So you have no choice.
Listen,
are you forced to remain Christian? Wait.
If you find somebody else...
Do you have the choice still to become other than what you are? Or are you forced to remain Christian?
Listen.
Do you have a choice to change your religion? Or are you forced to remain Christian?
I have been chosen.
No.
And I will remain as I am chosen.
Do you have a choice?
I'm not going to leave and it's not going to leave me.
Do you have a choice?
You don't hear what I say?
No.
I'm not willing to leave.
That's your will. That's your will, intention. So, but is it possible that you can will otherwise?
Is NA non-applicable to my phone?
Can you will otherwise?
No.
Is it impossible?
No. It's not applicable.
Is it possible for you to will otherwise?
Listen, you're a grown-up man.
Excuse me.
You have filled in many forms.
Listen.
There are some questions, some sections does not apply to your life.
Is it possible that you can will otherwise?
No.
So it's impossible?
For me, it's impossible.
If it's impossible, that means what? You have no...
I'm saying...
You have no choice on this matter.
Christian.
So you have no choice on this matter. That means you are forced to become a Christian.
Listen.
And remain a Christian. So now we realize your state of belief is being enforced on you. It's a coercion.
I think you're being a little bit unfair, because I think if he was to articulate it, he would say...
Go ahead, you articulate.
That his belief in Jesus, he believes, will never change, and his belief in Jesus is what's conditional for him to go into heaven. Although it's potential that he could change that belief, he's 100% certain he won't. But that's, I think, what he wants to say.
Is it possible to be 100% certain?
No. Well,
I'm not willing to leave you.
I'm not going to entertain your explanation.
Well, my answer to you were asking him, how do you know? My answer to that is you can't know anything.
Sure. So he said it is. So as you explained, potential is there to make this will, but it's his what?
Willingness. The potential.
Oh, I'm not speaking to you anymore. Because you didn't explain. The gentleman is explaining on your behalf.
No, you wishing me to leave.
No,
and I said
you did not
apply to me.
Okay.
I'm not going to leave.
As you said,
and it's going to leave me.
As you said,
that's very clear.
As you said, I'm simply asking this simple question.
I understand what you're asking.
Is the salvation or guarantee of his paradise conditional on anything or unconditional?
I would say he would say that it's conditional on his belief in Jesus.
Okay, so it's conditional.
Now, my ultimate salvation is unconditional.
See?
Okay.
Is this rational
He
behavior?
has chosen.
Well, it's
He has chosen me.
Is that rational behavior or is that
It
illogical?
hasn't got a full structure of reason that you would like.
Yeah. So in another way, you're saying it's irrational behavior. Either it's conditional or not conditional, unconditional, right? If it's a conditional behavior, that means if you don't fulfill those conditions, you will fall. You will not have salvation. You will not have paradise. Based on fulfilling this condition. So you know for certain many people throughout the ages in Christian history have become other than Christians. They have
Mansur.
They have chosen to become other than
Let me
Christians.
answer you.
His argument might be that Jesus, regardless of your belief, Jesus will save your soul regardless.
This is what I'm saying.
Might be
This is
that.
what I'm
But
saying.
that's what I asked him initially. If you have an unconditional guarantee, that means even if you become a Muslim tomorrow or an atheist, you're going to go to heaven anyway. It doesn't matter what you believe.
Wait. If I'm a
That
Christian,
kind of could be the argument.
one second.
he says
If I'm
no.
a Christian, the one who saved me, the one who planned my future in heaven, will take me till then as a good Christian. He will sustain my faith and my deed according to his will as a good Christian.
Who can save
Okay,
us?
this is the condition.
Let's
The
talk
same
about
condition.
Savior.
He is the one. The same condition. He is the one enabling. He is the one creating. He is the one making me, enabling me to do it. And I will end up where he is.
So you know for sure you're going to go die as a Christian. That's somehow your certainty of the future. Your foreknowledge of the future. Who can save us from the hellfire?
Jesus.
Jesus can save us from the hellfire. You believe that?
Yes.
And who gave Jesus the authority?
Jesus.
Jesus has his own authority.
Yes.
Does he know the future?
Yes.
Does he know when the hour is going to come to an end?
Yes.
Mark 13:32. Can you read this verse for me?
Remember, Jesus is two persons. Person in flesh wouldn't reveal, wouldn't say all those your questions. The deity, he knows it. In the Jesus,
Can you read that
ignore
verse?
him.
Can you read that verse?
One second. You ignoring the person.
I'm not ignoring anything.
One second. You do ignore Jesus, the deity of Jesus. You remember very well the verses regarding his flesh.
Excuse me.
The humanity.
Can you read that verse?
Only the Father knows the hour.
Can you read that verse, please? Yeah?
Okay. Only the Father
No,
knows.
that's not the verse. That's the end part of the verse. Can you read that verse?
You read it. As you quoting.
Do you have a Bible? I don't have a Bible. And show me from that reading, after reading the verse, that Jesus as a divine knows the hour.
Mark 16.
13:32, I think. 32? 32.
But on that day or that hour, no one knows, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but the only Father.
Okay. So let's start from the very beginning. Of that day and hour, no one knows. Remember, general statement, without any exceptions yet. No one knows. And then continues to give qualifications. Not even the angels. That means the angels don't know either. Yeah? Then it continues. Not even.
You know, angels and the Son. They are two deities.
One moment.
Only the Father knows. Angels and the Son
Excuse me.
wouldn't know it.
Wait. No one knows, right? Not even the angels in heaven.
Yeah.
Not even the Son. Does it say Son, the flesh?
That Son is the flesh.
No. Does it say the capital S-O-N in Son in your belief Bible here?
No,
Does it say? Does it say
the Son,
flesh?
the Son is the divine name of Jesus.
Okay.
The verse before that, 31 says, heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will not pass away. However, he knows something about the future. His words will never pass away.
So who?
It is clear.
Who is the Son here? Flesh or divine?
It is clear Jesus knows about the future, even until the last day.
Can I borrow this Bible for a second? So when it says the Son, does it say flesh here in this verse?
Why he has to say it?
Okay, so it doesn't. So
we know Jesus.
One moment.
Jesus has two persons, unlike us. Human in flesh.
Can you let me finish? Does it say angels on earth? Does it say angels on earth? In this verse? Does it say no one knows, not even the angels on earth? Does it? It doesn't.
Does it say the Son on earth?
One moment. No, it doesn't. So, if it says angels in heaven, so it's pointing to which reality? Up there. No one knows, not even the angels in heaven, not even the Son. So who is the Son?
Jesus Christ.
The flesh or the divine?
In that verse, it's flesh.
No, it doesn't say it's flesh.
In the verse earlier, it's divine.
Wait. It doesn't say it's flesh. So you will be...
How about the one earlier?
Excuse me.
Does it say it's divine?
I'm talking about the verse here, not the verse in another book. Deal with the statement that we're discussing.
Cherry picking.
I'm not cherry picking.
You do.
You are hiding away from this verse. You're running away from this verse.
How about 1 minute?
Look. We can read the whole Bible, no problem. Let's deal with the verse that I've quoted and see how this proves Christ knows everything.
Why would you show me this?
Excuse me, I'm refuting your assertion.
Don't teach me, you're not a Christian.
I'm not teaching you, I'm refuting you.
If you are not a Christian, don't teach me my theology.
I am not teaching you.
You can teach me your religion.
I'm not teaching you.
I may listen, but don't teach me.
I am showing you the error of your thinking.
If you are not a Christian, you have no right to teach me my theology.
My friend.
Because you don't understand what it is there.
Excuse me.
I'm telling you.
You do, right?
I do.
But only the Father. Does the Father...
Listen, I am a Christian. I'm supposed to teach you.
1 moment.
And you are not a Christian. You're teaching me.
1 moment.
And I'm telling you...
1 moment. When it says, but only the Father knows, only the Father. If only the Father knows, can this gentleman know also?
Yeah, okay, that means... Listen.
Are you answering the question I'm asking?
I am a Christian. This is my book.
Yeah.
And I'm explaining to you that verse is relevant to his flesh.
Okay, I have some questions.
You want to take it or not?
I have some questions on this verse.
You are not a Christian to teach me.
Of course, go ahead.
If we look at the next line of that verse...
But can we go into the first line and then go to the next
I understand. I agree with the first line. But if
what do you agree with the first line?
I understand that your argument...
No. What does it say?
It could only be the Father that knows the hour and the day.
So the Father is the only one who knows.
Can I... Yeah, on that line.
No, before you go to the next line,
Okay.
On this line, it means the only one who knows is the Father.
Yeah.
Does not exclude the Holy Spirit.
Mansur.
1 moment.
Yes.
It does exclude the Holy Spirit. Can you tell him that first?
Well, I can't say that for him.
No, information only.
Well, if it says one thing, it can,
Mansur,
and it can only be that one thing. It can't be anything.
Mansur, can I open up your Quran? 1 minute.
Next slide, which I'm not a Christian, by the way. So
Carry on.
So the next line is, for the Son of Man is, as a man, taking a far journey, who left his house and gave his authority, blah, blah, blah. So it may be that he's referring to himself in his flesh form of not knowing, and like Adam ate the apple, maybe Jesus in his flesh form has forgotten.
This is where...
Mansur.
He's forgotten.
Okay, but
That's
this,
the argument.
Mansur.
But the answer is this. If you read Philippians chapter 2, it says very clearly, Jesus, who was in the very nature like God, did not consider himself equal to God, but humbled himself and made himself nothing. I'm paraphrasing this statement, right? The essence of the statement there is, divine being came here, this is what the Philippians writer is saying, whoever wrote Philippians, that he made himself nothing, he humbled himself. He emptied himself of the divine glory and attributes or whatever. So when he says, the Son doesn't know, in what state is this? In this emptiness, because he doesn't have these divine attributes anymore. So quite consistently, it means the only being, the only agent who knows is the Father only. It's none else.
In that state.
No, that is a one statement which is very, very clear. So when you make Jesus Christ as two nature, when he was on earth, and he made that statement as a man, At the same time, did he know the hour as a divine?
He knew it, but he chose not to reveal it.
Wait, slow down.
Chose not to reveal it.
When this one body, the flesh, how many will does this one body have? One will or two will? The divine will and the human will, or only divine or only human?
Yeah, but listen, he chose not to reveal it.
I'm asking you a question,
very easy.
and you're not answering. The human body, imagine now you are Christ in flesh. You have a human will. That makes you human. Jesus, if he was divine, he must have a divine will, correct? Are you listening? If Jesus was divine, he has a divine will. Good. If he was human, he must have a human will. Otherwise, he's not human. So he has how many
There are
wills?
certain things as a human being,
No.
he may reveal, he may play.
To be human, you have to have a human will. So Jesus, to be a human, he has a human will, and to be God, he has a divine will. So in that one body, how many will did he have?
Once again, as a divine being, he's fully God. As a human being, although we say he's a fully man, but there are certain things he wouldn't do.
So he's not
For
fully man.
example, he's not a sinner, he's not a murderer, he's not a liar, he is not an adulteress. Still he remains as a sinless, as divine.
But he's human.
In terms of revealing the message of salvation, there are passages he lived, he spoke as a man, as God did in Old Testament.
I understand
Okay,
you.
one second.
No.
I give you a verse.
No, before you give me a
Let me
verse,
speak. Let me speak.
you're not explaining very
Genesis-
well to me
wait,
on this
wait.
issue.
Je-
What I'm asking you, you
Listen,
can't.
I'm not gonna be
Okay.
drugged by you.
Fair enough.
I
He's not
I'm
interested.
giving you your answer.
He's not
I do
interested.
want to ask you
Go ahead, go
another-
ahead.
You are intended
Thank you.
to
Carry on.
silence me.
I'm not silencing you because you're not willing me to
How come?
engage in the discussion.
You are not a
You're not
Christian.
engaging. You're not engaging.
Are you wanna? Do you
You're
wanna?
not engaging. I didn't come here to learn from you. I came here to exchange ideas.
Yeah, because you come here.
In that way, we can learn
confuse
from
the
each other.
minds.
But you're here as if like a teacher.
So one of the,
Sorry, I'm not here in a
one of
school.
one of the premises that you are putting forward, which is, I guess, backed by the scripture in some ways, but obviously there's some contradictions in scripture generally and in the Bible. But you're saying there's this binary. Obviously, Christians would say fully man, fully God. But and you're saying, well, which does he have? Human will.
No, he has to have both.
He has to have both. Yeah.
Then if he doesn't have both, he cannot be fully man. To be a man, you have.
So can I just say,
Yeah.
my point though, so thanks for clarifying that.
Yeah.
But he can't really be fully man because his father, there was no genetic male.
I don't see how that follows. What makes a man man?
Well, I'd say that having two human parents. So, for instance, if you've got a dog.
So Adam wasn't a man,
No. If you.
according to you. How many parents did he have?
Yeah. So he was made as the first man in the.
So he is a man without any father or a mother. So you can be a man without a father and a
he was
mother.
created, wasn't he?
Muslim brother.
He was
Yeah.
created.
So
are you saying that Jesus was
so
created?
what makes a man is not that you have to have a father and a mother. Did Eve have a parent as well?
Either created. Well, I suppose Eve part of Eve's being was part of Adam.
But she doesn't have a father
She
or
was
a mother.
she was made from the genetic.
So she can still be of the human species, human.
genetic. It was
Right.
genetic
So you're saying genetically. So you're saying.
engineering.
So if you bring genetics in, Adam cannot be a man, according to you.
No, I would say, because I haven't argued this, but I would say that Adam, I guess, being the first, was created.
Doesn't matter how he comes.
No.
Is he still a man?
No, wait.
Human.
He was created human, yeah.
Right. So human.
The trouble for me is I don't
But
believe any of it.
do you follow that?
I'm giving.
So whatever you don't believe, don't bring it in a discussion.
I don't know, but I'm talking about internal logic within Christianity or Islam.
So in Christianity, if he was human, he has to have what makes human, a human will. If you don't have a human will, then you're not a human. So what the gentleman was saying, Jesus, when he says, I don't know the hour, he was only using his human will. But That means the divine will knew. So Jesus standing here speaking to people, the divine will knows, the human will doesn't know. And yet he says no one knows, not even the Son. Do you see the problem here? So the divine will is sitting there, the divine person is sitting there, or whatever is in his presence, knowing that the statement is wrong and false. It's a lie, rather. It's a blatant lie that no one knows, not even the Son. When the Son is here within that flesh, the divine part, and knows.
In the next line, he says, but the Son is.
I'm not Hashem.
But the
Hashem means God.
But the next line is, but the Son of Man is as a man.
Yeah.
So he was speaking as a man.
But you can't speak as a man saying, not the Son. The Son doesn't know, because the Son does know. Having the dual nature, if you're a dual nature, you cannot say, I don't know. You have to say,
it's a white lie.
Yeah. So we now have a problem in Christianity. You have a being which you consider to be God, and yet doesn't have the qualities of God, not having the knowledge. What about